Here come the scumbags. I stupidly said to Emma just now, didn't I? I said, because we made a post last week and we we documented at the 88 hours from Friday evening through to Monday morning. See that there, look. Remember I made the post yesterday. Anyway, let's stick with the one thing at a time. Last week we made a post of 88 hours from Friday 4 o'clock through to Monday 8 o'clock. That's 88 hours. The dogs completely left to their own devices. And I mean mothers giving birth. I mean need runts of the I mean young 6-week-old puppies. They need extra feeding. But this woman here, she's going home for the day. You scumbag! You need to go to prison for what you've just done. Abandoning those dogs. They're all abandoned. But if anything was ever going to set the alarm off, it's this practice. And this complete contempt for the British public for what we think of them. That's why on that banner, it's just, the gate's just gone over. It's got liars. Nowhere else in Britain would they have liar painted all over the banner and keep it up for 3 to 4 months. Oh, there's some shit shovelers up still inside there. This is a disgusting place. Beautiful, beautiful spring day. Here's another one. Chief puppy killer, Hardy. Ugh. Let's fill in the time until that scumbag comes out. Now, do you know, I was made to make a post about some information we've had from Scotland, from Charles River. I'm going to make it hopefully this week. One of the reasons I haven't made it is too depressing, because it's about this woman, right? She saw an advert in the paper, do you want to learn the qualification how to look after animals? And she ended up working at Charles River in the lab, and she's traumatised. She worked there for 3 months. Within 2 days, she was holding dogs while ramming the tubes down the throat, and then Charles River telling it was a cure for cancer. Monstrous lies. You monster! I hope you go to prison for this. I really do. Because where is the manager? How can you send the manager of this company to court? They're in America. There's no management here. And that's why, this is the Instagram. This will be the last car out. This is the puppy kisser coming out. You scumbag! Utter scumbag! The dog's making a lot of noise, aren't they, this morning? Now watch this, look. Watch how they nearly have to get out of the car. Rambo's found one of his vacations in life to help him swipe out. It's classic of this company. Like, that's a pedestrian gate. See how much of a strain it is? It's only a little point. And it's like funny, ha-ha, but it's the dogs that suffer. There is no management to this company. They can't even put a swipe in, a swipe out system in. You scumbags! Utter scum! Scum of the earth! That's what people think of you. Everybody hates you. Like I said, they've just got contempt. And that's why they haven't changed this banner in 4 to 5 months. Liars. Could you hold that? Should you have a look at Willow? Cheer us all up. Oh, she's such an angel. In the sunshine, you can see her colours coming out because you look black. But look, the sun is shining and it's revealing all this beauty. Could you hold that there? Oh, you didn't finish it? No. A couple of things this morning. We just had a really nice visitor, haven't we? Yeah. Oh man, he was so nice. Guy come all the way from Norwich. And he brought some water. He came by train and he got a taxi and he brought like 6 little bottles of water. He said that's all I could carry. And he was like, oh, just thank you so much. And he gave us an Easter card. It's the first Easter card we've had. But little things like that just to show us, just to show the people out, because, you know, we've got a sort of social media support and we need it. You know? It's a tough gig, this one, but that little visit this morning. And the other thing which I wanted to share, I was reading a book this morning. It's a book about the Irish animal liberation movement, and I was so pleased, and I was actually so proud that the picture, the famous picture, you've seen it on our social media this weekend because it's the 34th anniversary, sort of today and tomorrow, of the raid that we did here where we took 82 beagles and 26 rabbits. And one of the reasons we did it on this day, I must say that some of it was down to me, because when we used to pick a day for a raid, remember there was no social media. You'd maybe have to meet people who were going to take the dogs months before. So it was always a good idea to have like memorable dates. So we're going to do it St. Patrick's Day. We're going to do it St. Patrick's Day. And it was the night of the 16th, 17th. But the really important thing was the St. Patrick's Day. That the dogs, we could tell people, they'll be coming to you on St. Patrick's. We're doing it that night, but we'll be coming to you the next day. And I was so proud and chuffed because it didn't get mentioned enough. The famous picture, and it said in this Irish book about the animal liberation movement, there it is. It was done on St. Patrick's Day. Excellent. Barry Horn, show the pictures of Barry here.
Can you grab?
He was with us on that road.
There it is.
No, cancel. There's Barry, he was with us that night. We've got the talk by Wayne tomorrow, Wayne Chung. And I'd really like to thank all the groups that have shared that talk. What a fascinating talk it's going to be. I'd really like to thank all the animal rights groups and up and down the country that have shared it. Not really, there's not one house. Loads of people have shared it. We've got our social media folks, our individuals. We depend for our output on the community that we've carved out. Other animal rights groups and vegan groups, they're completely, it's like we're not here. But saying that, we've got the book launch. To counter that, we've got the book launch next Sunday here, 24th of March. Tom Harris's amazing book. That's going to be here, so hopefully there'll be lots of people here that weekend. But tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, for the Instagram people, it means you're going to have a few more extra buttons because it's on Zoom. It's going to be an absolutely fascinating talk. I can't wait to listen to it and to have a really sensible conversation about what it's like to get dogs out and how do you organise the raid, how do you get it together. I tell you one way it doesn't really happen is people writing things on social media, come on, let's get the dogs out, I'm up for it, who else wants to help? Probably not the way it's actually going to happen. I get the intention, but that's not how life works. You can't say to someone on the phone, let's get the dogs out and then meet them on the night you've never met them before. So why don't, if you are a sort of person who writes that sort of thing, get the dogs out, come next Sunday where there'll be loads of people here and have a chat over a cup of tea about the concept of getting the dogs out. How great is that? So, another weekend for the dogs of 88 hours, 79 of those hours. There's no one in there now. We talked about it this morning, didn't we, Emma? Do you know what they're doing? Normally we say there's lots of security and security with guard dogs. We reckon they're trying to pull a fast one because the guard dog van is in there. It's been parked there it's been in exactly the same position for about a week now, but there's no guard dog man with it. There's no guard. We reckon they're trying to blag us, pretending. MBR, as always, trying to. I mean, the reason there's no dogs, there's no staff in out, isn't for the dogs' welfare, obviously. It's so Scott Marshall in America can do some penny pinching, and we reckon they're trying to pull a fast one by making it look as if there's a guard dog team in there, and there ain't. Anyway, folks, another day of misery for the dogs, and another day by the side of this road where people are we'll get random visitors today, we'll get hopefully cars stopping, what's this all about then, and we get a chance to speak to them in the real world. We exist beyond this computer screen. We're here in the real world. Oi, oi. 2 years and 8 months. 2 years and 8 months. What an incredible achievement. Like the peace movement, the women's movement were really, really proud and got behind Greenham Common. I've yet to see the animal rights movement fully get behind this camp. It seemed like some people seem like embarrassed about it or awkward about it. Or like there's an animal rights conference coming up in April. There's hundreds of speakers and not even a single mention of Camp Beagle. It's a funny old world, but we're here doing our work, getting on with it, and we thank you lot for sticking with us. We cannot do it without you. And do you remember the guy's name that comes? I can go and get the card.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. What Jonathan did today, coming all the way from Norwich on the train, and he had to go to Peterborough, and he got a taxi here, bless him, because he didn't want to bother us. And I explained to him, my God, Jonathan, do you realise, what you've just done there? Because it's in the real world, and it really keeps us going. So, and you've got a busy day. Willow's got a busy day ahead of her, hasn't she, today? She's off to the little doggy playground. It's a little Saturday institution, isn't it? All the Camp Beagle, local Camp Beagle people get their dogs together. You looking forward to it, Willow?
Bless her.
All right, folks. Ching chong.